Hey guys, so today we're jumping into Explosive Chain Battle. This is the chain battle that is specific to the 350 million download celebration. And typically, I mean, people generally aren't the biggest fan of this mode in the game, but I feel like whenever we have like these sort of same time chain battles between Global and JP, we all get to experience the suffering at the same time, so it's not as bad, I've found. Just being able to, like, you know, see how people are doing across both versions of the game. But this chain battle is against the base form Goku. This guy right here, the art is actually really cool, and this guy is part of one of the loading screens they added. But just to go over the info in terms of the advantageous categories and the characters, the Planet Namek Saga, Sworn Enemies, and Gifted Warriors categories are what you want to be using here. And then there's a bunch of advantageous characters. I mean, it's mostly just Friezas and, like, you know, Piccolos and Vegetas, and like all the Namek units pretty much are advantageous units here. So I found that one of the best ways to actually see what teams you want to build, just go into the battle results and see like what the top scorers have been using. But in terms of what I've built here for my supporters, for these superclass units, I found that just using the Namekians, I think, is probably the best setup, the Piccolos. And then I'm not really sure as of now if you want to go like full Piccolo. So even dipping into units that are not Namekians, or not Planet Namek Saga. So like this, you know, Metal Cooler movie Piccolo right here, obviously he's not part of the Planet Namek Saga. He's not even a bonus character, but he is going to link up obviously super well with the other Piccolos, and he's also in Gifted Warriors, so that's why I included him. Same thing with the physical Dokkan Fist Piccolo, the physical Piccolo on the bottom left, and then the LR Piccolo. And then I went ahead and gave the support lineup for the superclass some of the Gohans, gave it the LR, Krillin, and Gohan as well. They are special characters, and they are going to link up moderately well, I think, with the Piccolos because they share stuff like Gaze of Respect. So that's pretty much my lineup there. One other unit you can definitely use here that I actually have not farmed myself is the SSR version of this free-to-play Piccolo. I believe he also has his own Orbs, so like if you want to rainbow him, it's not going to really take that much resources from you, considering you can just farm up the Orbs for free from the event. That's something I probably will do at some point here before Chain Battle is over, just to add him to my support lineup. I'd probably end up removing like this Piccolo here, honestly, but we will see. And then for the Extreme class lineup, I mean, we can even go in and take a look. That's going to be Planet Namek Saga. We'll go ahead and do, what is it, Sworn Enemies and Gifted Warriors. So Gifted Warriors, where's Sworn Enemies? Right here. So this is pretty much what you're looking at. These are the characters that you have access to here. I think my lineup is honestly pretty optimal for what you want to build. Another option is this Frieza here, if you guys have him. Like, let's say, obviously, not many people are going to have this TUR of the LR, SCR Full Power Frieza available, so I would say just, if you don't have him, most people probably have this character. This is the losing card from the JP versus Global sort of showdown during the 250 million download celebration. Also was available during the anniversary, the past few anniversaries with coins. I mean, you have some of these other units, like this Prime Battle Frieza. You can go ahead and maybe create a TUR of this guy or an SSR of this guy. That would actually work pretty well as well. So there's different ways you can sort of finesse the Extreme lineup. I think the Extreme lineup is just going to be infinitely better than the Super class lineup because all the units on this lineup for the Extreme class are in all three of the special categories. All right, so that's pretty much the lineup that I'm going for my supporters. Now for the actual like setup for the team here. This, by the way, I haven't actually done any of the runs yet. So this is going to be our first run together here. So in terms of the attacker, I think there's a few ways you can do this. But because, you know, it doesn't really matter too much, I would probably say that you either want to go with this guy or this guy. I mean, I guess you could also go with this guy. One of these three LRs, right? Whichever one you have rainbowed. I mean, most people are going to have this guy rainbow because he's free to play. So for most players, I'd probably say this guy is what you want to use for your attacker. So I'm going to go ahead and slot him into the attack position there. We'll see if we can find any good lineups here. I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time looking. Just if we can find like a decent one. This one seems pretty good. It's just all Piccolos. So we'll go ahead and choose that. This guy also, again, is using the, oops, not sure why that happened. The SSR of the free-to-play AGL Piccolo, which, again, I mentioned earlier, is one of the better ones that you want to use. And then for the supporter, I mean, the two options that I say are probably the most likely to be the best is this guy right here, the Tech Piccolo that is available on the Goku banner. So we get 46, 2, and 34, or the AGL Piccolo over here, who actually has the exact same multipliers there. So I think just in terms of who you want to be using, this guy has 12.9 and 8,000. This guy is at yeah, so this guy has higher stats, so I'd probably assume this guy's going to be better if you have him at Rainbowed, but most people probably going to not have him at Rainbowed. But either of these two are probably going to work perfect for the connector slot in the superclass lineup. Now for the Extreme, I mean, this is going to be way easier to actually choose, I think, but maybe we'll go with like one of these ones with the full power freezes, because I'm probably going to end up choosing this guy as my connector for the Extreme class slot. Yeah, look at this, 63, 1, and 32. Let me just quickly check. Actually, this is better because this guy's more rainbows, I think. So 62, 1, and 32. I think this is better just because the rainbows are more abundant in this lineup. I think one thing people don't really realize about Chain Battle is that it actually does matter a lot how the hidden potential system is for the units that you're using in your support lineups there. So I think this is what we're going to go with in terms of at least the first run, and then we'll see how we do. Keep in mind also that you can still do the little glitch thing that like you can like swipe up on the game if you're on an iPhone, and then see your lineups for the 3 units that you're going to choose in the battle. I think we're going to go ahead and just do that. There's no reason not to do it. It just makes it a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and jump in with this lineup here and see how we do. All right, let's go ahead and enter. So up against obviously Goku here. I think in terms of who you want to choose for your supporters, I mean, if you get 3 Piccolos who show up, probably that's fine. But I think 3 of the freezes are going to work better just because I think they're going to be on more categories together. So I'd be on the lookout for 3 like the full power freezes if you can. All right, so let's quickly see and assess what we got here. So we actually do have 3 Piccolos. I can go with the Tech Piccolo, the SSR Tech Piccolo, and then like the AGL one. They are all on Planet Namek Saga and Gifted Warriors together. We can also go with the STR Full Power Frieza, the Physical Full Power Frieza, and the LR Prime Battle Frieza. I mean, again, I think the Friezas are just going to work better because they're going to be on more categories together. So I'm going to go with the Friezas and we'll see how that works. All right, let us see how this goes. We looked at some of the top scores earlier, and a lot of the top scores seem to be in like the 125 to 130 million range. So if we can get anywhere close to that, I think we are going to be in a pretty decent spot here, at least for the first day of this event, right? And then we'll see sort of how everything evolves as we move through this. Oh boy, that's a lot. Okay, well, that's a pretty good first run, I would say. Let's go ahead and take a picture of that. And yeah, as you can see, that is my first run, so pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and accept all these. We got all the missions, or most of the missions done already. Go ahead and give this guy a nice. And yeah, we're going to be in the top 1%, I think, probably for the rest of this. That's probably all we need to do. There's our one run for the entire event, and that's it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me just take a look at the missions real quick. Yeah, we do it 3 times. Yeah, and then these ones are okay. Yeah, got it. Deal 1 billion damage or more. I mean, but we got most of the missions done. Let me just quickly see, like, some of these guys. Yeah, I mean, this guy's at 142. That's the highest I've seen. Using First Form Frieza. He's actually using the AGL. Piccolo is the connector for the Super class. Okay, but he's using the AGL Full Power Frieza as the connector for the Extreme class too. I mean, he's honestly, this is a very, very similar lineup to what I used in my run just now. The only thing we could try differently, I guess, is to use the 3 Piccolos as the units that we picked during the battle. I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and just burn through these other tries, and then we'll come back and I'll use a Dragon Stone and see what other connectors we can find, or not connectors, what other supporters we can find to see if we can make a difference by picking maybe some different units there. Alright, so this is the lineup we're going to go with for attempt number 2 here. I did actually pick a different super class support lineup, so instead of going full Piccolo, I basically just picked a bunch of the special characters. So we have the Gohan and Krillin there, we have the Vegeta / Krillin, and then we also have the Super Ink class support Kid Gohan, who's from the Namek Saga. I mean, they're all glowing red, they're all special characters, except for the physical Piccolo there. Honestly, that's the one I would prefer to be different. Just so that we can test out what it looks like to have the full special character squad there. I also went ahead and chose the AGL free-to-play Piccolo for the connector for the super class. He actually does work a little bit better with this lineup than the tech one does. So we're going to go ahead and try this setup, see if we can get a bit of a different score here. As well as we'll see what the units that it offers us to pick for the actual fight are going to be. I think if it does give us like 3 viable Piccolos to use, we'll probably pick them, although it's probably less likely because of the fact that the connectors for the super class, or the supporters for the super class, are not all Piccolos this time. So probably going to end up going with a bunch of Friezas here because I think it's a safer option. All right, so we have full power, and then I guess Prime Battle Frieza is what we want to choose for this. So yeah, just pretty easy option there. Oh, that was very slow. Okay, my bad. I don't think it actually matters too much how fast you click those, unless you're like going like the entire timer without picking, right? Alright, so we'll see what kind of score we get here. I expect to maybe get something a little bit lower, but maybe we get surprised here. Maybe the special characters for the super class supporters make a big difference and we get a higher score, but we'll see. Yeah, pretty much significantly lower. So it looks like, I mean, maybe the full Piccolo lineup just works better for that super class. Yeah, this guy 134 is doing mostly Piccolos, and then he has Krillin and Gohan, and then yeah, I mean the Extreme Class 1 is pretty self-explanatory, just a bunch of Planet Namek Saga Frieza units, and then pretty much everybody's using the Prime Battle Frieza as the attacker. So I guess that pretty much is going to wrap this up. Let me actually quickly go over one more thing before we end. They did introduce a new currency. Is that in here? Let me just see. Yeah. So we have Emblems of Cooperation, which is typically what we have gotten in the past for the rewards for this mode. And now we have this new currency called the Emblem of Unity. The treasure item, Emblem of Unity, will also be available as a ranking reward. You can use 10 Emblem of Unities to open up a secret treasure chest at Baba's shop. In addition, secret treasure chests that can be opened with the Emblem of Unity only contain level 5 or above skill orbs for gold slots. And the way you get that, as it mentions, is through the ranking rewards, which should be, I think it's through here. Yeah, list of rewards. So you can get 20 of those, and like it said, you need 10 to perform a summon for 1. So you can get 2 of those skill orbs per chain battle, which is not a lot. But I think it is fairly easy to obtain these because it goes from top 10%, you're able to get 20 of those, and then it drops down slowly a little bit. I mean, as long as you get top 50%, you'll be able to get 10 of these, which is actually pretty nice. But let's go ahead and accept our gifts here for the rewards, and we'll go open some chests. All right, so the Emblem of Unity chest, let's quickly go over what they have in there. They actually also added some additional skill orbs that are new for this one, like this Holy Grail one, 4 combo attack and 3 crit for gold. That's like the best skill orb in the game, not even close. Then they also have the reverse as well. They have the 3 combo attack and 4 crit. But I mean, these are the skill orbs that you can get from the Emblem of Unity chest. I mean, we can scroll down to like the bottom. A lot of these are combo golds. Most of them are. But I mean, even like the worst possible skill orb you can get from here, at least like has probably some crit on it. I mean, this is like pretty bad. Like super attack and dodge is not exactly great. But a lot of the combinations here, like even this one, like 3 crit, 2 additional, like that's really, really nice. A lot of these, most of these skill orbs in here have at least some crit or some additional on here. I mean, you have the outliers like this one, right? The super attack and then the dodge, like that's not ideal. But I mean, some of these are pretty good. So you get two shots at these. So good luck to you. And then they also added those new skill orbs to here as well. So again, they did add like the 4 additional 3 crit to this. So more skill orbs to obtain here. Let's go ahead and do sets of 5. I guess we'll do 6 and then we'll go to 5 just because we have 36 rolls here. Hopefully we can get some luck. I've had typically pretty bad luck doing these. Yeah, this is a great start here. Nothing usable. It's great, fantastic. Let's go to 5 and just do 5s. We'll do 6 sets of 5 here. Okay, level 5 attack for tech is good. How many of those do I even have? Oh, I have 6? Okay, well, tech is definitely not a typing where I'm lacking on skill orbs. Definitely STR is the one that I'm lacking the most. I don't think I have a single level 5 attack for STR at all. So I would love some STR skill orbs if possible here. Trash, cool. Let's continue. Trash, okay. I actually want some int skill orbs as well because the Namek Super Saiyan Goku and then the Goku / Vegeta unit that just came out, I like need some really good silvers for them. So 3 more tries here. Can we get anything? No, all terrible. Okay, 2 more tries. Physical, level 5 attack is actually pretty good. And then last try here before we get out. Oh, what is this? 3 additional and 2 crit. That is very good. Okay, that makes up for a lot of what we just experienced there. So we didn't get really that many good skills, but that I am happy about that one for sure. So a good way to end the video. Let me know down below how you guys are faring with this chain battle so far. Do you find this one to be easier than the other ones we've had in the past, or do you find it to be more difficult? So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.